All right, good afternoon, everybody. Angie here today for some after school STEM, and today we're gonna do another watch party. And this time I thought it would be kind of fun to look at some of, oh, we don't have sound again. Okay, hold on. Is it working? All right. Now can you hear me? Awesome. Okay. Now I think I have it. So, a little bit of technical difficulties. Welcome to After School STEM today. We are going to be checking out some of the very first YouTube videos that were ever put on the Science Center's channel. And so these were made before I worked here. And I just think it's interesting. I want to see what's changed, what's the same, things like that. So, without further ado, let's check these out. 3 minutes.
Non-profit.
So far, almost everything that is shown is still here. They're just in different places. Obviously, the harmonograph is going to stay in the same spot pretty much forever because it's too big to move. And we've also got the pitching cage. So clearly, I have no idea what I'm doing because nothing's showing up. All right, so we're gonna do it a different way. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go full screen. All right, now, Gutura's still here. Her hair's a little shorter these days. Gosh, so that big tractor that you can see, that was there when I first started, and let me tell you, it was enormous. It took up so much space on the exhibit floor, and it was like a computerized sort of a video game, and it broke down, it would freeze up, it would get lost. I was so happy to see that thing go. Trace the Star is in the basement. It's like one of those carnival games where they hit the wire, it makes a noise. Bernoulli ball is standing here. Kiva planks. That's a classic. Now there is something that has changed, where we now have our magnet wall and we're starting to bring some of the stuff back. A lot of times, a lot of people would call it the toddler room. That has kind of replaced the food exhibit. So that's a big change. So the skull cabinet, we've moved the skulls. So this thing that we see right here in front of the windmill, that's called the Chladni plate, and that's actually a really interesting exhibit. It had some flaws, some problems. It was kind of messy, and when it would break down, it was hard to fix, but when it was working, that was a really cool exhibit. If you look up Chladni, Chladni, look up Chladni patterns, it's really cool.
Record.
Leo. Leo is the bunny that worked here when I first started. He was kind of an old man, and by the end of his tenure here, he was kind of cranky. He would nip and nibble. He liked to try to get me when I was cleaning his cages and stuff. But he was a really good bunny. It takes a lot to be a good animal ambassador. It's a lot of work. It's probably very stressful for a lot of animals. So he was a champ, and he retired. He retired healthy and happy, got to spend his sunset years relaxing. And after Leo, we had a small black bunny named Holly for a minute. She absolutely hated it here. And after Holly, that's when we got Orion. So Orion's been here, he's probably been here 5 or 6 years now. Fun fact, that is still O'Reilly. That is the same red-tailed hawk that we have now. And the woman that is holding him is Chris. And Chris taught me everything I know about raptors. And I think I even inherited her shirt. So if you see me on an outreach wearing a like a sporty shirt, that's probably Chris's old one. Overhead view, the hot air balloon is still here. We took the Connects off of the exhibit floor. The Connects went away before the pandemic, I think. They were just kind of a mess, sort of a pain. Let's see what else we got. The big green snake is still coiled around the echo tube. Chuck is still crazy. And again, that's her body exhibit that kind of gave way to what we call the power room. Salt tank is still here. Still flourishing. It does look a lot different now. We do still have all of those total puzzles. They are in storage. We got some slightly fancier ones. Those puzzle cubes. That's Maisie, our corn snake. And yes, you can come visit us. You can touch it all, although with the pandemic, we are a little bit more careful about touching everything. So yeah. I would say that the old standards are still there. There's one other one that I wanted to see because it was our very first, this one, a busy day at HSC. Let's see what that's all about. I haven't seen this one. All right, so I see a few exhibits here. So we've got the Bicycle Man and I think it's called the Bubble Race, sort of in the middle there. Those are 2 exhibits that have been removed from the exhibit floor due to mechanical malfunctions, and it's challenging to fix these things. You know, you can't just bring it to a mechanic, you can't just call somebody in, but yeah, maybe somebody will fix them up, give it back. Okay, you can see we have the wigwam, which is no longer on the exhibit floor. In the reptile area, it's quite a bit different. The hot air balloon looks a lot different. It's made out of plastic. And the Bicycle Man. That was a challenging exhibit. You have to push a bunch of buttons in the right order to get into pedals or unisecond. Classic, still here, still awesome. I never get tired of this all at all. Even after working here for many years, even though I'm probably technically far too old to find these sorts of things exciting, I could play with the bubble wall all day. the train table. We still have the train table. We took it away. We put it away during the pandemic just because it's a lot of handsy, touchy stuff. It'll probably come back. There's Touch a Star again. Fun for the guests. Not as fun for staff have to sit and listen to it. Slow motion is beautiful. And of course the harmonograph. It's gotten a new paint job, but otherwise it's still mostly the same. It's one of my favorite exhibits to work. It's a wonderful free souvenir you can bring
After
home.
the body has used all of the oxygen in the blood returns to the heart and the cycle repeats.
That was not here when I started, so I'm not really sure what that was of the body exhibit. The people you can take apart, we still have the big guy out on the exhibit floor. We took the little one away again when the pandemic started just because we wanted to sort of avoid a lot of the subjects. So this is, I think, one of the most striking things is all the duct tape that is holding the carpet together. When I started this at this place, the carpet was probably older than I am. And not very recently, but we finally got it replaced and we have like real professional, carpet. So when I see old videos and see the old carpet, it gives me a bit of a chuckle. Yeah, duct tape everywhere. Some of the children in these videos are probably getting ready to graduate from high school, if not already. Going to college, perhaps, even. Maybe even bringing bambinos of their own to the site center. These are the wooden tabletop puzzles. We still have them, but we put them away. So try some new ones out there. In the background, you can see what looks like two little houses. We used to have a really cool telegraph exhibit, and I believe we passed that along to the history center. Here's the salt tank. We still have the salt tank.
Yeah, Historia's here.
All right, so that is our. Let's see, let me see that. All right, so that was a bit of a revisitation to some of our older, early YouTube videos. They were probably like promotional sort of a thing. So yeah, I thought that was kind of a fun thing to check out. We've had field trips all morning, which is a great thing. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I'm a little out of practice. And so we just didn't really have a lot of time or space to set up like a real demonstration. All right, so as I mentioned, we are open Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. We're open to the public from 9 to 5, and then Sundays we're open 1 to 5. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, for now, those are reserved for groups, so school groups, things like that. If you are interested in something like that, now would be the time to call. We are filling up quick. I'm not even sure. We probably don't have a lot of space left in May for a field trip, but if you are interested in something like that, you can give us a call. And otherwise, we will see you all next time. All right.